Hey, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to This Week in Dioramas. I am your host, TechChucker. If you aren't familiar with how this show operates, every week I go through Instagram looking for the coolest looking dioramas, and I showcase them right here on the show. If you'd like to be showcased in a future episode, all you gotta do is upload your diorama pictures to Instagram and tag them with the hashtag This Week in Dioramas. As always, we've got an awesome showcase of 2 dioramas for you today. Then don't forget Friday's episode and Saturday's morning episode, the longer one. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, all that jazz. I don't have a lot to talk about today. It's Wednesday, hump day, so we got to get through the rest of this week. Hopefully this episode will help you do that. And with that, let's get into our first diorama, starting off with KyoDioramas. And so they're saying, I think this is an in-progress pick. At least that's what is what this is saying. And I gotta say, this is pretty freaking awesome looking. I'm guessing this is Poseidon. It looks like that's what that says up here in Greek or whatever. And holy crap, this is freaking amazing. The detail on this, just look at all the detail on the groundwork here. And then you look at the detail in the columns and all of this. So there's some sort of blue light or something that must be being used to illuminate this in blue, or it's painted blue. I'm not certain quite yet. This is just spectacular looking. I'm amazed at the detail. I mean, look at just the cracks and the realism of the way that this looks. And even with the coloring, if this isn't if this is completed or not completed, it looks like you could still just put it up on the shelf right now and call it good, because it is just so incredible looking. I love all the detail. Love these little accent pieces. The door, I mean, that is just an epic looking doorway. Wow. I would love to know how you're getting all of this detail. I know some people use resin and create molds of different pieces so that you can mass produce them a little bit faster. Some people use 3D print. 3D printing is not as easy to scale up and out because it's very time consuming. So it's usually better to 3D print something, get it sanded out just perfectly, nice and smooth, and then you create a mold of it, and then you can mass produce with resin and whatnot. That's what a lot of groups will do, and that's why 3D printing really doesn't happen that much in manufacturing, because it's so slow, and you can do things with, vacuum molding and all of that so much faster. Anyway, I got off on a tangent. I'm just absolutely stunned by this. The work that KyoDioramas account posts up is always just incredible, and this one just does not disappoint whatsoever. So amazing work. And our next dio is coming from Juice77 Train. First time that we have showcased your work, and I'm glad that you used the hashtag. Thank you very much. And so I wanted to make sure that I could showcase a new creator, and this looks awesome. I'm really digging what you've got here. Let's go through some of the details. So number one, the wall. While it's small, it's simple, it still has a lot of great detail, and I'm really digging on what you did with the weathering. It looks very, very nice. The sculpt you did great with. There's a lot of nice detail that's kind of, you must have used, I don't know if you used like a rock or tin foil to kind of roll around, get that detail, that extra little surface texture, which is awesome. I'm really digging on it. The signs look awesome. The window, really, really, you did a great job. Something to consider for your next dio with the wall. So it's very kind of one color. I would consider doing some light dry brushing with maybe a lighter color, or do some variation with the brick color next. Not saying that you need to do that with this one. This one works, especially with the tone of the piece, with this, murderous butcher character. This kind of one-tone color very, very much works. Next, what you can do is add a little more color. You can either do dry brushing, or you can do some washes with different colors to give it different tones, and that will just make it pop even more. Then we come down to the base, and I am really digging on what you did with the base. It almost looks as though you covered it in some sort of tissue, be it toilet paper or something. So you can take, what some people will do is they'll take toilet paper or some other very, very thin paper, get it completely wet with a Elmer's glue or Hodge Podge, and they water it down, and then they get that on there, and that gives that kind of, I don't know, wrinkled look almost. And I'm thinking that's what you might have done. It looks great. I love the way that turned out, and it's very unique. So if you do watch the video, let me know if that's what you did, because it looks like you did that. There's a little bit of a texture. You know, some toilet papers have kind of that little squarish grid look to it. That's almost what it looks like. That you can see that little texture on there. And then there's little wrinkles all throughout, which also really looks awesome. If you didn't do any of what I said, let me know what you did do, because it looks great. I love the newspapers down here on the floor. Just a great job. Really nice job. Welcome to the show. I hope you'll continue using the hashtag so that maybe we can showcase even more from you in the future. Great job to both of you. As always, make sure that you're using the hashtag This Week in Dioramas anytime you have finished a diorama and you're posting it up on Instagram. Make sure that you share the video out. Let people know about the show, especially those that you know have not ever been showcased and should be. They might not know about the show. So let them know about the show. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the bell notification if you haven't done that yet. What the heck are you waiting for? It is free. The government's not even going to come after you because you're following my account. There's no drawbacks to subscribing. So what are you waiting for? Alrighty, there you have it. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure that you stay tuned for Friday's episode and, of course, Saturday's episode. Have a great rest of your week, everybody.